tires, rims. We're gonna take them off and see what they look like. Went ahead and put the smaller 235s up front just to kind of show you the difference in the width of those two. I don't know if it's showing up very well on camera, but these are the 275s, as you can see, in the back. So we're gonna put these guys on the back here and those on the front. Let's take them out of their packaging and take a look at them. All right, here they are. Here's the front ones, so you can kind of see what's gonna look like, the difference in these guys. Changing from that old stuff to that new sharp looking stuff. Pretty similar color. Got space gray and that's gunmetal. So very similar color, but it's the look and the size there that's gonna make the difference. So I'm gonna start popping off this front one here and put all these guys on. All right, so I went ahead and took my torque wrench and I started to loosen these before I jack it up, because you'll never be able to do that just with the wrench kind. And you can see where my little hockey puck is. So I stuck that in there. There's a little hole right there. I'm gonna go ahead and jack it up and remove this tire and put the other one on. Okay, it's up off the ground there. You can see the clearance. I know I referred to that as a hockey puck, but it's a jack pad is what it's called. So you can get that, I'll have that on the description underneath. But I'm gonna go ahead and remove all those now, so we've loosened them up. Shouldn't be too much trouble to get them loose now. And then we'll take that wheel off. All right, we've taken her off. One thing I want to point out is if you wanted to reuse your Tesla little emblem, you can. You can just pop it out on the other side instead of using that tsportline one. They're interchangeable. We've got it off. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and just leave the tsportline one on there because I'm gonna reuse these guys for snow tires, but not like it's a big deal to take them off. I may just try to see what the color looks like. So I went ahead and put the Tesla one on there. You can see again, these just pop off, and I can put these just for safekeeping right back on the old Tesla ones. So we'll use that Tesla one for now just to make everything match. Go ahead and stick this guy on. There's the two compared. Come right back. All right, in case you didn't know and you haven't done this before, you want to hand tighten these and then maybe give a little snugness with the torque wrench, but you want to kind of go opposite 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, something like that. Just you don't want to do them all in order. You want to always kind of rotate like that. So we're going to tighten them up and set this down. All right, there we have it. One tire, much lower profile. Look at that. Make sure we check the PSI. The good thing about tsportline, they're going to bring, these come ready to go. You can still use the same lug nuts. It's already got the tire pressure monitoring system. You have to reset it when you get the car going. So here's that back tire. We're going to put those thicker ones on, wider. Those 275 ones on back there in the back. So I'm gonna go and do the same thing. Just so you know, when you do this, set your torque wrench to the specified foot-pounds. When you're tightening it up, it'll click twice. Click, click once it reaches its point. So put the caps back on that one, be ready to go for the next tire. All right, we're halfway there. Front and the rear. And you can see perhaps on the camera how much wider that is than just the regular 18 inches. So, gotta replace these two, and we'll be ready to go. Those look so much better, in my opinion. We'll get it out in the sunlight here in a minute, take a whole look when they're all four on. I did want to point out really quickly, when you're putting on these rear ones specifically, but both really the front and the back, you want to use the longer 21mm socket. The other one just won't reach. And then how I helped myself out was to doing these by hand like this in the back. Again, kind of a crisscross pattern is what you always want to do when you're doing the tire. And then I can lower it down and tighten it up with the torque wrench. I'll put a little torque on it with the wrench before I lower it, and then I'll go ahead and set it to the 129 foot-pounds of torque. All right, so here's the finished product. Again, these are the wider rims in the back, staggered. Take a better look from this side right here. Pretty sweet. Looks real good with that tinted windows. A little darker color. This silver car, can't get this color anymore. Yeah, so you have to drive it for 15 miles or so and it'll reset the tire pressure monitoring system. But yeah, putting these on, not too hard. If you have the right tools, I'm gonna put them down below in the description. So if you have those on, you could easily do it yourself. That's what I did. I didn't have any help at all. I was able to pop them on, pop them off, and you know, you just need the jack, the torque wrench, 21 millimeter, and that little jack pad. So I'll put a description, a link for all those. So subscribe as always when you see that Average Joe button pop up, and ask any questions in the comments below. I also have a referral for tsportline if you want to get $50 off for any purchase you might make there. So that'll be in the description below. All right, guys, take care.